Hi Stampers, happy Friday. How is everyone doing today? Hello. Okay. Oopsie, sorry. Just getting my light fixed here. See how that is. Nope, that's creating a glare. All right, I think we'll be okay. Just giving it a minute for people to get the notification that we are live. I know sometimes I get the notification like 10 or 15 minutes after people's videos get started. I don't understand that. So as you can see, we're going to use this gorgeous set, Nature's Beauty. Now this was in last year's mini catalog. And this was one that Stampin' Up! Used. The sale of this one, a certain amount of money went to an organization for fundraising there. So this is a red rubber stamp set with gorgeous images in it. Just love it. So that's what stamp set we're using. And then I am using this gorgeous paper. This is from the Feels Like Frost designer paper package. And these papers are so cool because on one side they have all these different gorgeous pictures that are real pictures. And then on the other side is beautiful silver and white paper. So the silver foiling and the white. So really pretty. So this is the piece I chose to use from the package. And a couple of things. This is the link here, or the address to my shopping site. And I want to tell you that this coming up Tuesday, Stampin' Up! Is doing a sale for one day only. It is an online sale, so your orders need to be done online, and so you can find the stuff at that address. The items that are for sale at 10% off are most of the whole annual catalog. There is what I would say, well, it's about a page and a half list, one column, okay, so not like 2 or 3 columns on the page of items that are not for sale, but it's mostly not stamps. So almost all of the stamps are on sale. There's very few stamp sets that are not on sale. The things that are not on sale are mostly like some of the cardstock and some of the tool things. So be sure to check that out. Write it down so you don't forget. And if anybody has stamping items on their Christmas wish list, that would be a good day to do your shopping. So Tuesday the 24th. And I think that was all of the newsy kind of thing that I needed to tell you. Okay, so I need to trim that paper down. I'm starting with a Whisper White card base, so it is just 8.5, let's see, 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then I love this color. This is Highland Heather, and I will measure it for you because I'm doing just a tiny border on this. So this piece is cut at at 5 3/8. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then I'm going to trim this down to just 1/8 smaller than that. So let me bring my trimmer in. Hi Seal, hi Carla, yay! And I bet Jan is watching as well. Thanks you guys. Okay, so I'm doing a vertical card and I really kind of like this side of this paper for that, I think, rather than doing it on this group of trees. I'm going to do it on that group. So I need to do this at, what did I say this was? 4 1/8. So I need to do this at 4 inches. And if you guys missed me in the beginning telling you these papers have these gorgeous pictures on one side and the silver foil and white designs on the other. Hi Maria. And it's called Feels Like Frost. They are in the holiday mini or on my online shop. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so this was, so I need to take this down to 5 1/4. Is that right? 5 1/4. Let me double check. Measure twice, cut once, right? 5 1/4. Okay, let me see if I got it right. I did. Woohoo! Okay, so now I've got this little piece that I can save because it's got those cute trees. I could do something fun with that, or I could always use the back sides of those. So I always keep my scraps. Okay. So I can do this part. I'm going to use some ribbon, so I don't want to adhere that to the card base yet. But I can get it onto this piece of Highland Heather. When you use these photo backgrounds, or any background paper for that matter, but especially these photo backgrounds, if you're making a lot of Christmas cards, you can make a lot in a hurry because these pictures are so gorgeous that you don't actually have to do a bunch of stamping to end up with a beautiful card. Okay, so there we go. I just love that paper. Okay, so now then, I've got a scrap of Whisper White, and I'm going to use the cute bunny. I used this one on my sample card that I did, and I will show you that at the end. It turned out so pretty. And this time I'm going to use the bunny. I just think that he will be so cute with this paper here. All right, so let me get that put on a stamp. And I want to use Highland Heather, I think, since that is the color that I have on my card already. But I want to stamp it here and make sure that I feel like it's dark enough. Let me ink it up one more time. You know, I don't know. I'll set that aside. Let me pull out Gorgeous Grape. And I'm just going to clean that off a bit. I probably don't really have to since it's a lighter color, but I'm kind of weird like that. So I'm just going to clean that off. And okay, I think that we are going to go with Gorgeous Grape. Okay. And I'm just going to stamp it right in the middle here. Lovely. All right. Now, if you're wondering about my thing here that looks really dirty, it's just stained, and it is the best stamp cleaner. I love, love, love it, and it stays wet for a really long time. It fits perfectly in our stamp case. This one happened to be one that was broken, and that's perfect because it allows the air to get in there so that, you know, it's still wet and it stays wet for a really long time, but it allows the air to get in there so that mold doesn't get on there. And I love that. Okay, so we've got our bunny, and I have got a couple of dies here from the Layering Circles die set. One is just a straight edge and one is a scalloped edge. So I'm going to cut this cute bunny out using the straight edge. And then I have a scrap here of the Highland Heather, and I am going to cut one out with the scalloped circle. And I've got my tape all stuck together here. There we go. So it will only take me a few seconds. So my electric machine that I use is a Sizzix Vagabond Tim Holtz cutter. I love it. Stampin' Up! Has two new machines that are the kind that you crank yourself. One is like a normal size, and then there's a mini. And I believe the mini's going to be available in our new mini catalog that will be coming out in January. Okay, so that's going to go on there, but first I've got a piece of a sponge here. Make sure I have my Highland Heather. And I'm just going to ink up around this little guy a little bit. And I'm starting off the edge and coming in. Oh, and it's very squeaky. That's kind of funny. Okay. Okay. All right, I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. All right, so there we go. Just a little bit of inking. And now I'm going to, oh wait, I have one more step. I want to put some glitter in there. So I am just going to, let me get my, I am just using a two-way glue pen here that I have in my stash, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. And some gorgeous glitter. Because we gotta have some sparkle. I don't know if the light can pick that up. I don't know why it's so hard to show sparkly things on video, but trust me, it's very, very sparkly. Okay. Now I think while that is drying, I'll give it just a second. I'm also going to die cut something fun here. So I have the Forever Flourishing dies, and these go with the Forever Fern stamp set. So some of these die cut out images from that stamp set, and some are standalone dies, this being one of them. So I'm going to cut this out of this pretty piece of foil here. Well, it's silver paper. There we go. It fits on there that way. And I better put a piece of sticky on here just so that it doesn't move around on me. Let me get this cut out. Okay, there we go. Very pretty. All right. Now, while that's still drying, I can kind of play with this here and see where I want to put it. Don't want to cover up all the trees here. Maybe we'll do something like that. Kind of like that. I think we'll go with that. And then I have the Itty Bitty Christmas set. This is just such an awesome set. It is, these are rubber stamps, and I need something to celebrate the season. That would be pretty up there. Thinking of You at Christmas, I like that. I think we'll do that one. Thinking of You at Christmas. I kind of want to, because I'm going to stamp directly on to the picture. So just in case something goes awry, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Hi, Donna. I'm going to do that before I go adding anything else on here. And I want to put it right up here. Let's get this straight. All right. Thinking of You at Christmas. Pretty. Okay, so we're all set. Let me bring this back in, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to just cut this little piece of stem off because it's going to be under there and we don't need it. And then I think I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow. And I'm just going to dot some. I don't want to work too slowly because this stuff dries really fast. I also don't want to stick my fingers in it since this is foil cardstock. I don't want to have fingerprints. You know what I mean. Okay. There we go. Okay, and now I've got some really super pretty ribbon. This is from the Holiday Mini, and I just got this, so I don't even have the paper off of it yet. This is the Snowflake Splendor ribbon, and as soon as I can get the plastic off, I'll show it up close to you because it's very iridescent and gorgeous. There we go. Hi, Rebecca. Okay. Isn't that pretty? So gorgeous. The background, Rebecca, is from the Feels Like Frost specialty papers. So they're silver and white on one side, and then they are these all these different pictures on the other side. It is just absolutely gorgeous paper. I should order me another package of it just so I have an extra one on hand. I think this is the second package of this one because I went through quite a bit of it last year and they brought it back, which it deserved to be brought back because it's so pretty. Okay, so let's see here. Let me just do this. Let me bring in my silicone mat, and I'm going to put a little adhesive on both sides so I can catch that ribbon. It is gorgeous. Okay. And it's really pretty with these colors. So pretty. So there we go. And now I can set it on my mat without worrying about it sticking to my paper there since I've got adhesive on the back. And let's just go ahead and put some glue on this guy now. So there we go with that, and I'm going to pop that up. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of it. Let's see, maybe I should go ahead and attach it to the card now, because that might be a little bit easier. I better set this there in case that glue hasn't dried. The heater just came on. All right. There's that, and then I'm gonna make a little bow here real quick. This ribbon is a little bit stiffer, so it should be making a nice bow, I think. I think that's a little bigger than I want it still. And I'm just going to grab some glue dots here. I always like to put a couple on the back, unless it's a super tiny bow. I also like to put them where the ribbon crosses into itself, because that kind of helps hold the bow in its shape there. Now you could add more bling to this if you wanted to, but in this case we've already got the silver paper going on, we've got glitter and a really pretty iridescent bow, and I just don't think it needs any other bling. But you certainly could add more bling if you wanted to, but I think that turned out really pretty. And let me bring in the other one. Here is the deer, and I think it turned out really pretty also. Let me get them both up here so you can see. So I did the deer just the same way. I used a different piece of paper. The layering piece and the piece behind the oval is the Night of Navy. I shaded around the deer. I stamped him with the Night of Navy also, and shaded around with the Seaside Spray. So this is a way of using a stamp set, like if you're intimidated by coloring the images, or you just want to make some beautiful cards in a hurry and not take the time to color the images, this is a way you can go kind of doing that monochromatic business there, but still with the photo paper in the back. And there is the stamp set again, Nature's Beauty, and you've got this cute little fox. And the fox, if you did him up to look like maybe with a gray, he would be really pretty stamped with that one. Let me bring the papers back. I think he would be really pretty. It's kind of a white, which one? Yeah, like this one maybe. There's another one in here. Oh, that. Wouldn't he be pretty on that one? There's just, it's just a little bit easier way to use up an image like that you might typically feel like you have to color. And as you can see, you can just stamp it and still get a gorgeous card without having to color the image. So that's what I have for you today. Thanks so much for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday at some point. Just put your notifications on so that you get the notification of what time I'm going live, because on Tuesdays it varies. And if I don't catch you then, I wish you all a nice Thanksgiving, and I will be on Friday, next Friday again. So Tuesday and Friday. All right, thanks you guys. Happy stamping. See you next time. Bye-bye.